Size 14 of them boys.
That's funny.
But that's 28 feet. No, I'm tripping. 28 inches. No, man. Oh, my God.
Hey, like you said, that wasn't no dish. That was a casserole dish.
Whole spread on that boy. I'm trying not to say that, but I swear to God. That boy about to bust. Are y'all ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, it's your boy B Woods.
It's your boy EJ Stu.
What's going on? It's your boy Sam.
And welcome to another episode of
For Musicians Only. Conversations in the talk bag.
It's a podcast by musicians, but not just for musicians.
Get ready. We're going to talk a little bit about everything.
Plug in and let's go.
Yo, what's
good? Hey. Conversations in the talk bag.
Let's go.
Are we good? We good?
First word of the podcast.
It is what it is. Yo. Welcome to another installment of For Musicians Only. I'm your boy B Woods.
It's your boy Sam.
EJ Stu.
Yes, sir. And as you can see, we got a very special guest in the building.
Go.
Tell them who you are, speak your name, say it with your chest. What's good?
Mr. Marvin McCormick, live and in effect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They gonna say that's Macy.
Yeah.
Macy, yo.
If y'all know who this is and the relationship that he has to us, this is gonna be
Let's
a dope
go.
day, man. Appreciate you. Literally walking in the door and was like, "Hey, pull up a chair."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Caught
go.
me off guard.
Yeah,
I was like, I could have sworn y'all were gonna be done.
That's all about it, man.
That's what's up, man. I'm excited. But hey, let's go ahead and start off. Y'all know how we normally start a podcast off. This is a podcast by musicians, but not just for musicians. Again, we're gonna hit up a lot about everything, man.
Yeah.
So y'all know how we do a quick week recap. How y'all been, man? What's new? What's new in the neighborhood? Talk to me,
well,
Doc.
man.
We in a new different order today, too.
I know. That's just weird.
yeah.
When he started talking, I was like, oh, wait, let me wait my turn.
But talk to me, Doc. How the week, man? What's good?
David Ruffin. I'm straight, man. It's just been a good week. I'm living. Taking a day at a time. I'm straight.
That's what's up, big fella.
Hey, all is well my way, man. You know me, just business, man. Trying to work.
This big
trying
joker.
to grow it. You know what I'm saying?
Can't mess with
I'm
it.
good, man.
Talk to me. So what are we calling you today, Mark? What am I calling you?
Whatever you want. Marvin, Macy, hey, whatever.
Okay, that's me. I'm
Homies,
Macy. I'm
yeah,
Macy
man.
all day.
Yeah.
So how's your week been, bro, man? It's good to see you. I don't care what nobody say. Throw all the horns in the intro, bro. It's good to see you, bro.
It's good to see y'all too, man. Just working, man.
Make sure you speak in the mic so we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Just working, man. That's about it. Glad to come through and check y'all out. Love the studio.
Appreciate
EJ.
it, man.
Proud of you, man. And that's pretty much it, man. Just trying to live the dream like everybody else.
That's what's up. All right, so here we go again. Y'all know how we normally start the podcast off. We're going to throw it to the hands of Doc here. Doc, what you got for us today?
Call me doctor. I was like, wait.
Speaking prophetic.
Dr. Lucas.
All right, we have a.
That joker been throwing stuff in our inbox
Listen,
all
man,
week now.
for
You know what I'm
real,
saying? This joker.
Some good stuff, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
This is stuff I'll be studying stuff.
What you got for the people today, bro?
So I'm using an app, right? I almost forgot the name of the app.
Come on, baby boy.
In the meantime, while he's doing that, I just want to say he killed on the organ today, man. You know what I'm saying? He killed, and we say he killed, but he ministered. You know what I'm saying? It's just good to see his growth every Sunday, man. From the little kid that couldn't tie his shoes, and now he up there doing his thing, man.
Yeah,
so
definitely
much love to you, man.
All right, go to God.
Along with the woman of God.
So it is Easter Sunday, so we're just gonna reminisce a little bit today. This is gonna be pretty dope, and like I said, the guys don't know what I'm about to talk about, so we're just about to throw it to them blind, just gonna chop it up. But again, Doc about to go ahead and lead us to the throne. I think he is.
All right, so today's sound check is coming from a devotional app called Love Worth Finding by Dr. Adrian Rogers. Here's a devotion. It's entitled, Do You Want Gifts from Satan? Do you want gifts from Jesus or Satan?
Want no doggone gifts from Satan?
So this is the Bible meditation is, but earnestly desire the best gifts, and yet I show you a more excellent way. And that's from 1 Corinthians 12 and 31. The thought says, Satan always gives the best first and the worst last. For example, Proverbs 20 and 17 says, bread gained by decent is sweet to a man, but afterward his mouth will be filled with gravel. With Satan, it always starts sweet, but it doesn't end that way. Satan is a counterfeiter, and we just talked about this last week, I believe. A counterfeiter and a deceiver. He's guilty of false advertising. He's always pulling a bait and switch.
I thought you were about to cuss, but go ahead.
Yeah. Let me pull this thing to my face a little bit closer. It's a bait. Okay, let me start over. Satan is a counterfeiter and a deceiver. He's guilty of false advertising. He always pulls a bait and switch. He doesn't show the drunkard in the gutter covered with flies. He doesn't show the addict shaking uncontrollably from another night of detox. He doesn't show the ruined lives of sexually transmitted diseases. He always gives the best first and the worst last. It's the opposite with Jesus. He gives the best last. Our action point today: do you have a teenager in your home? Then call a homeless shelter or a prison to see if you can bring your teen there to take a tour. That's a good learning experience.
Nice ain't going there.
Yeah. So which one do you want? You want gifts from Jesus or from Satan?
That's not a trick question.
Easy,
and it's crazy because, you know, it is as deceitful as he is. We always, and it never fails. We always, it always looks as if what he has is the best. Like it seemingly is enticing to us. Why? Because this is a microwavable world. This is I want it now, or we always tend to seek things that we can get our hands on immediately, and we rather not wait for it to come. But you know, that's just the human mind. I mean, and that's why we need Christ that's why we should long for the gift from Jesus and rather from Satan.
You would think you get to a certain point where you've had that issue so many times that you'll catch the lesson and you want to do things different. Yeah. But sometimes we still get to the place where we know better, but we still want to have that quick fix or that one thing that's going to move quickly. But I'm telling you, I done been in plenty of places where we move quickly.
Quick fix of that butt.
That ain't always good.
Not at all. Not at all.
Sometimes that tail will get you in jail. I'm just saying,
Depends
man.
on how you put it.
Sometimes
you're
depends on how you put it.
You're right, though. And that's the thing. You want to be in a place where you got patience because it's a greater reward in the end. That's a lesson I wish I knew then that I know now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to, like, for instance, like how everybody right now is doing. Everybody should be sitting pretty sweet right now because of the stimulus checks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Well, that's something that you've been longing for. But even though you may have the means to do it now, do you do it now? Or do you wait when it's the right season? Do you show patience? Do you show that, okay, you can trust God for the right time rather than making an impulse decision and doing it now? Or you going to wish you had done it differently later? You can do it now versus God doing it for you later plus more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah. What you got, homie?
I mean, that's definitely the case. I mean, patience is the cliche says patience is a virtue.
Yep.
I mean, that's real because when you want it quick, fast, and in a hurry, you might get something quick, fast, and in a hurry,
That's right.
but it's probably not going to be what you want quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quick, fast, and hurry, and permanent.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so yeah, definitely. I can agree to that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what's up. Hey, while you was talking, man, my kid showed me something this past week. And it kind of ties into it. It's kind of a little tangent, but it's still on the same line. Y'all seen the new Lil Nas X
Oh my God,
shoe?
yeah.
That
He got a shoe out.
by Nike.
Yeah.
But it's actually called like I think it's called like Satan's shoe or something like that.
Yeah.
I really literally think it's called Satan's shoe. So
Satan's
with this shoe,
shoes.
it literally has 666 written on the side. It has a scripture. If I'm not mistaken, that scripture is Luke 10 and 18. Check it out right quick. Look it up right quick. I think it's Luke 10 and 18 that's written on the shoe. So the bubble of the shoe is supposed to contain human blood.
That's what they say.
So what is Luke? What is that scripture?
If I'm not mistaken, it talks about how like the devil when the devil falls from heaven,
Yeah.
like the
Satan's
devil
shoes.
falling from is I don't. Bible scholars don't quote me, but that in the B Woods version of it, that's basically what it's talking about, like Satan falling from heaven. But and whenever I was shown that, of course the 14-year-old talks about his new video that he has out, which is very. And we know about the hidden messages in videos and everything, but my daughter was like, she was scared when she seen that video because it literally. And I don't know a lot of it, so don't hold me to it. But it definitely talks about. It goes about the scene Adam and Eve in the garden with the serpent and all that kind of stuff like that. So it does have some reference to the Garden of Eden story in his new music video. But when you started talking about that, who you want that gift from Jesus or Satan, that kind of brought that up to my remembrance. But a lot of people are wanting to cancel Nike and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, I heard a lot of different stories about like Nike didn't put that shoe out. You know, the company that made the shoe bought that specific shoe from Nike.
Somebody knew. A representative or somebody knew. You know what I mean? So they are Nike.
I think a lot of businesses are stuck in the middle between what they think is going to make them sales and then what they believe in. And that's how they ended up making a bad decision. I just hope Nike ain't crazy enough to go over to the other side because they're going to lose a lot of business.
I'll say this though. Who said it too? Any advertisement is good advertisement.
Yeah, but you have to be careful though.
That mess is when we get off, I'll take a little look into it a little bit more. But I do know it's like I said, Satan's shoes got 666. I do remember it's Luke 10 and 18 that was written on the shoe.
And what it is, I mean, advertisement is advertisement. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to throw the good on it.
Yeah.
To make it seem like, well, just because somebody saw this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that ain't always, that's not, that ain't hitting on nothing.
Put the shoe out first, put the box, and then at the bottom of the entire post I saw on Facebook, they had the in-depth, I guess it was on the inside of the box. All the serpent was in between.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
Was a serpent. Oh, man.
That's crazy, man.
It was disturbing, I will say.
I didn't know that, though.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Any advertisement is good advertisement, but for what audience?
Very
it's
true.
Not for everybody.
Yeah. And the sad case is that audience is probably high in numbers like the other audience will be, unfortunately. Those that would support him may make Nike millions, unfortunately.
But I mean, the thing is too with him, and this is my opinion about Lil Nas XX. Like, I think that's his name.
Lil Nas X.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I said X.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Right. We about to get canceled. We just get started. About to get canceled all over again.
To me, his vibe was just off anyway with the fingernails. And
again, that's what type of microwavable world we're in now. It is. And don't get me wrong. We're not here to discriminate anything, but it is more accepted now than I can say when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like that lifestyle is being more accepted. And it's prevalent. Like I said, the 13-year-old brought that to my attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and it's out there, man. And I feel like it is geared to that specific group too. Yeah. Hello, I didn't know nothing about it, so it ain't trying to hit me. You know what I'm saying?
See how they slid it in there too, man. Like even with Old Town Road. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing. He knew what was going on. And they got kids.
That joker took that horse.
it's something going on, man, where there's an agenda being pushed.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bet.
Like it's more than one agenda being pushed, but it's crazy that we can see that and it still gets blown over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like real similar to like some of this government stuff. Not to go deep into that, but for example, it's a lot of stuff that we see, and now it's common knowledge and common belief, but it's just we still go on day to day doing our, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like
it's
crazy out here.
But that's exactly what it is. It's a pushed agenda, and they expecting us to roll with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, and of course, that's what we're taught, not to fall into those lines and really stay true to who you are.
Yeah.
I know for my kids, they're going to be exposed to it, but at the end of the day, we have to make sure that what we expose them to mounts up, if not more, to what they're exposed to, so they don't fall on that line. So it's a work in progress, but that's why we always stay covered. You know what I'm saying? Because don't let them druggers ask me about Lil Nas anything. It's just
No part.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Every time I heard Michael sing that song, I said, boy, go sit down there. That's exactly what I say, man. And I guess that's a different generation too, of course. And we taking a lot of tangents with this. There was a good opening. So thank you for that. But just growing up too, and I kind of feel like we all in the same boat growing up.
Yeah.
We couldn't listen to that stuff riding around in the car. We couldn't listen to that stuff in the house. But and this is me too. I am being the same person that I am. I mean, I'm not against having it on 104.5 every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but I do hear my kids listen. Certain stuff I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Certain stuff I don't want to hear. Certain stuff I hear it, and I'm like, that's kind of like the conversation what we had earlier, like what we was talking about before.
Exactly.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
it's always a sprinkle of some kind of negativity or something sinister within the message of the song. You know what I mean?
You just got to know what what your children can handle and what they're mature enough to understand is not good for you. But because you can't take out everything, you can't move it. You can't stop them from being exposed to everything. They just have to be mature enough to understand, okay, this is not for me, but you can't be overbearing as well. So, I mean, I love to listen to all kinds of music, or watch all kinds of shows and stuff like that. And I never want my kids to be naive to think this is a perfect world. But stuff like that, like with Nas or whatever, Lil Nas or whatever, I can't rock with that because I put it like this.
It ain't Nas, now get it right.
That ain't my boy. That ain't my boy.
Don't disrespect him now.
But you're right. That's why I fixed it. I was like, you know what? Because I rock with Nas. But my thing is, okay, I can take a couple of cuss words here and there with it because they know what's not right. But with the fingernails,
it's just some stuff kids ain't ready for.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. It's like people don't understand. Like it's some things kids ain't ready for, like driving. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna throw a 12-year-old behind the wheel,
Facts.
and just expect them to know what to do and how to interpret lanes merging and all that stuff. It's like let them gather themselves first, get an understanding of their surroundings, people socializing, and then gradually they'll, get exposed to this or that. But for a 7-year-old, 8-year-old to just be, that kind of stuff thrown in their face, it's not good.
Nope. Let me say, I know we got to talk about Easter.
No, hey, we good though. Hey, you see me? You see my brain thinking like, Lord, that's what I'm waiting. I'm like, what? If it's going, let's keep it rolling. You feel me?
This is my thing. When Dude first came out, you know what I'm saying? This is what I saw. I saw a black kid that a lot of kids admired because of the song was jumping and fun about Old Town Road and how he came out with the cowboy persona. And I thought that was cool because you know what? Black people are not really looked at as the cowboy type. We didn't move into a lot of things. And I said, okay, we got the cowboy now. We cowboys now. I know Will Smith tried, Jamie Foxx tried, but like, but when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's cool. But then I realized what his agenda was and what they were saying. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, it made me realize that I thought we were making history, but we were actually ruining it. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel disgusted about it because, like, I see all the little kids and that joke was going to schools and they having pep rallies and loving to do Christina singing a song and Mike, like. And that's me. Y'all know my story about Michael. But that joker love that song. I was like, nah, homie. And that's the thing, too. I found out a lot of, and I'm so thankful for the relationship that I have with my older two. Yeah. I found out a lot of Like, especially the oldest one, she keep me hip on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's really going on? They, you know, and we just like we was when we ate earlier, and she was having her little codes or whatever, like certain stuff. I was like, so what you talking about? Like, don't try to say something and then exactly. Like, don't try to say that and let it be slick or whatever. Like, oh, let's rewind that and tell me what you talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it just goes to show how the generations are different, man. Because now what they're saying, like what your daughter was, that's different now. I don't know what you're saying.
I had to get on Nigel about that a lot. Like, okay, rewind to what you.
You never know with these days, man.
Yeah.
My bad, that junk got me, man.
Shut up, man. I might leave it in. Depends on how I feel when I get to the end.
It'll be in there.
Oh man. Well,
That's crazy though. But like, hey, good starter, man.
Yeah,
Good starter. I like this. I kind of don't really want to go into what we was talking about today, but it is Easter, and I really feel like it was ironic that Marvin walked in the door on Easter. You know what I'm saying? To chop it up with us. I just want to ask y'all just a couple of questions.
All right.
Let's get some conversations.
Bring it on, man.
And today we're gonna do a lot of reminiscing, going back, thinking back to our childhood. The only person that I could spend the night at growing up was Macy's house. I can't go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Yeah, and we ain't gonna talk about those stories. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother episode, man. Yeah. And I'll take a quick tangent real quick. Do you remember that one time we rode them bikes and one of the bikes ain't had no brakes?
Oh yeah.
This guy
head first into the carport wall. It was bad. It was
scars
bad.
all up on the side of my face.
Yeah.
That I was not gonna. It was either hit the back of his mama car,
But I told him about putting his feet on the back wheel to stop him. You know what I mean? But
if y'all ever been to mama house, y'all know that thing got a steep driveway, bro.
like Dante's Cliff. I mean Dante's Peak. That thing like Dante's Peak.
Shoot, man, I'll never forget that, man. We was riding home too, and I was sitting in the front seat and hurt, not saying nothing. And just that mother intuition, she just looked over there at me. I'm talking about, want no lights and I'm talking about, what's wrong with you? What's all that stuff on your face?
It was bad.
Yeah, that thing was scary, man. But that's funny though, man. It's a lot of good childhood memories with Marvin over here, man.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Hey, but let's go ahead and chop it up, man. Let's get into this steak and potatoes, this shared session of the podcast. All right. Question here. It's very simple. When you think of Easter, what's the first thing that comes to mind? And we'll go around table.
That would be first.
Outstanding.
Easter. Family, church, Sunday best. Brand new church outfit.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
I'm thinking about
good. Oh,
I think about the speeches, man. The old school speeches. The old school speeches, man, that I never learned, but I still had to stand up there and say something. So
every Easter.
Easter.
That's funny.
I don't know why I still remember mine.
Yeah, PTSD trying to remember them things.
What about you, Marvin?
For me, I guess like he said, family, kids, because you know the kids do the Easter egg hunt, and then you want to get them all fresh for get them the Easter color outfit and all that good stuff. That's pretty much.
Yeah.
I can say that too. That's funny though. I definitely remember the speeches. I hated it, man. I guess because my mama was in charge of the speeches half the time. It's like I had the longest doggone speech of everybody. I'm like, dog, makes you get up there and say Happy Easter Day, and I'm sitting here quoting a whole Bible verse full of like, dog, mama. Oh, yeah, I remember them things, man. That was funny. I'm laughing too because as I got older, I'm thinking about my younger brothers, Jamal and Aaron, when they had to get up there and that ball didn't play. That joker didn't know it. Shout out to my brother. But that's facts though. Like I said, the Easter, piggyback off Sam too. We every Easter we made sure we was fresh.
Yeah, man.
We made sure we didn't get no clothes. We got clothes 2 times a year. Easter and Christmas. You know what I'm saying? We made sure we was fresh.
Not forgetting the dingy Pentecost white.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. That too. That's coming up too.
It was always beige. Beige was cheaper. That's
man. That's funny. That's funny. We got them stories though, man. That's funny.
Oh my God.
That's what's up. So when you think of Easter too, I always think about the Easter. Easter for us was always family time. We get together, eat. What's your favorite Easter dish?
I'm
going first. So for everybody, Mama always did some ham. Mama always did some collards. Mama always did some sweet potatoes as well. And of course, y'all know how Mama rock with that good old sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
No, yeah.
Always, y'all know Mama got the famous sweet tea. I just need to brand that thing. You feel me? But that's definitely what I remember. I can taste that now. That's
Mother Maggie.
what you got, Doc?
I don't really. I can't say that I have a favorite Easter dish, but I can pull something from Thanksgiving.
We ain't talking about Thanksgiving.
That's all I said. That's all I got. I really.
Dang, son.
Okay, maybe fried chicken or something. I don't know.
The new Easter ritual for us is chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
There you go. Head over to chopsticks. Nah, I think the most fond memory of dinner on Easter was when we had the fellowship at church. I think when we had Easter dinner, that's the last thing I remember.
That's every time.
Yeah. I think that's that barbecue chicken is something else now.
It's that world famous VT
Yes,
barbecue
sir.
chicken.
The rolls.
Yeah.
The gravy.
Highway 27.
Now, one thing we didn't. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but Easter also started the 50-day fast or something like that.
The Monday after.
The Monday.
Yeah, the Monday. Okay,
It was Easter Monday.
yeah, I remember that and then of course Pentecost will follow or whatever like that. But for us personally, like I know y'all say y'all get together, we didn't really do that. I know.
We made sure we ate good before.
Oh yeah, but it hit them 50 days. Shoot, we didn't really
candy.
We didn't do nothing like that. We just, if I remember correctly, I think Aunt Jean would normally do something or whatever. We'd just go down there, man. You probably was there.
You know it.
You know what I'm saying?
I was always with Sister
I mean,
Jean.
so I want nothing specific, just family, man. Fellowship, or as far as whatever we didn't do at the church, it just carried over there. That's all, man. So,
What you, Marvin?
I gotta say cabbage and pinto beans.
I can't mess
My mom,
with you.
hey man, the pintos.
That's a no for me, brother.
But nah, my mom make the best cabbage, man. And
That is fact.
I just love pinto beans. So
Okay. Just on good.
So, question here too, and I always thought about this too, which it kind of brings just a little question. So, when is Easter? Have you noticed sometimes it's in March?
Yeah, and it changes.
Sometimes it's in April.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like last year was in March. Because matter of fact, because I went back and looked on my time, like Facebook do the little memories or whatever. Yeah. Easter last year was in March. It was March 26th last year, and so this year is going to be April 4th, which is next. Well, today is April 4th.
So is it supposed to be a certain amount of days from New Year?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know how they.
Or is it based around a leap year? Probably not, because that's 4 years.
I don't know. I thought that was
change.
I thought it was always in April.
I always thought it was too. But last year was in March. I guarantee you.
But think about it like this: what is the latest that has ever been in April, and what is the earliest it's been in March?
If I'm not mistaken, I remember having Easter like
the third Sunday.
Yeah,
in April.
it's been late.
April?
It's been that late.
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought. Third Sunday in April.
Yeah.
Good question. I guess that changed like the first day of school too. Right?
Change draws.
So is the earth flat? Nah.
Did Jesus really get up?
Nah.
You know that meat that they serve at
What is
The wormhole.
really Passover?
Oh man, that's funny.
Okay,
All right, another question here.
Jesus.
Was it palms or CBD?
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Like CBD and all that.
Question here: do you prefer Easter or Christmas? And let's think about it in the natural aspect, and then of course let's take it to the spiritual aspect.
Look, as a father, as a child, because as a father,
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, we need three aspects. The trilogy.
Real. God.
Gosh.
Who want to take that one off first? Who want to start first? You want to go, Doc? Go ahead, Marvin. Marvin's about to go ahead and talk. Go ahead, bro.
For me, I'm a bit of a Scrooge when it comes to holidays, to be honest. Of course, not for the real reasons of the seasons,
Right.
but for me, I guess Christmas, man. I guess it's more. There's more. What's the word I'm looking for? You can edit this out. It's more of an event. Commercially, I guess, which is a part of the reason why it's kind of frustrating. But anyway, so yeah, I say Christmas, man, because it seems like more of an event. You know, the kids get riled up about it and excited, and you know that they want this and that, and
Yeah.
Try to come through.
Big fella, talk to me. We go that way. We go reverse.
I think it's gonna have to be Christmas for me too, because also it's easier for the children to understand what's going on then. Children understand Jesus' birth and they understand Santa Claus. Versus the Easter Bunny and Resurrection is kind of a little bit deeper conversation for them to really understand. Yeah. In which they probably won't really get it till later. So you mean to tell me in December we teaching them about when he was born, and we turn around and tell them when he died? Yeah, it throws them off a little bit. But I think as far as what we do and our efforts to I guess enjoy the holidays and stuff like that, Christmas all day. You already know. Nothing against Jesus' death, but
this guy,
Easter Bunny is weird to me. Always has been.
Cause like the chocolate eggs is like this poop. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah. You never think about that?
Some of it.
Christina told me that though. That's
funny. Enough for me, dog.
What you got, Sam? Easter or Christmas?
Children and their imaginations.
It's funny though. But if you think about it, that is chocolate eggs. I mean, the bunnies lay chocolate eggs. They pooping, man. Just think about it.
Keep going.
Okay. I'm sorry. Regressing. Go ahead.
I don't know why. I'm about like y'all. I think, and of course, being that I was born in December, I think Christmas was more of a favorite for me. I like, especially being cold and the lights and everything and the decorations and stuff like that. And of course, the birth of Jesus. It is refreshing, I would say. It's more refreshing. Well, others may disagree, but I think over time, well, not over time, it was more of a refreshing, like, new birth than death and resurrection. Like I said, a lot of people may disagree, but all in all, both events are just as important each other. They are definitely important.
On the spiritual aspect.
Yes. I would say on a spiritual aspect, my favorite holiday would be Easter because of the resurrection.
He didn't have to do what he did, but he did.
God raised him up. I know Mason know that song too.
I think we all know that.
But I definitely understand that though. I just want to say too. I just want to say that, like, we all know that the Christmas aspect is more, and Macy hit on that, is more commercialized. That's what you was. Yeah. He definitely hit on that. It's easy to sell a big fat white man coming down the chimney.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Getting presents and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's all that Christmas is about, spending the money. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I do remember Grandma getting us Easter baskets.
Same.
But as I got older, the Easter baskets kind of stopped coming. I know for my kids, I think we did it early on. I don't really remember if Michael and Christina ever got one. I don't remember buying them because it's not. I don't really see us. It's not as commercialized. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As the Christmas holiday or whatever. Yeah. But I don't know. Again, I of course I love Christmas more. Again, I don't know. It's just sometimes I try not to look at it as it being just like a man-made holiday. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's all about the money, man. That's basically what it is. Now, but I've seen adult Easter baskets. You feel me?
For sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
The goodies that come in those pants.
Yeah.
So I mean, Yolanda, you can get one if you want to, but it's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Man, that's basically what these little questions is, man. We ain't gonna be here too much longer.
Where did Easter come from, pertaining or aside from resurrection? What was the origin of that? Was that the bunny side?
That is one of the questions that is on here, but I didn't have that answer. That's why I skipped that question.
You said where it come from besides the biblical aspect?
Right, because we know it as resurrection. You know what I'm saying? So where did Easter come from? The word Easter.
Drop the knowledge. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
I know. I know like a little bit of it. Just enough to be able to get you to look it up. Okay. But it's got something to do with some African. They say everything results back to Africa.
Okay.
And they say that the bunny represents the I don't even want to mess it up, but it's got something to do with Horus, which is a lot of people say that that's who Jesus was. That's where Jesus in the Bible came from, which I don't know. I'm not saying I believe this, but Horus and something, I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to mess it up, but it's got something to do with African history.
I like to know. I mean,
the Easter Bunny came and dropped off luck or something.
It's something to do with it's like fertility.
Yeah,
because that's what the eggs represent is fertility. And
so I was right.
So it's not poop. So it's children, it's babies.
I mean, it's eggs.
Yeah, facts. Okay.
Chocolate eggs.
I can see. Yeah, that give me another look it up because I can see how that would.
Chocolate poop eggs.
Something to do with fertility or something.
Why Brad is on poop, we don't know. I don't know.
That's what the kids think, man.
I prefer Cadbury bunnies.
The oldest commercial.
I know, right? I know. I remember that joint.
Then they had the little
and that's all it was too. The whole time.
That's funny, man.
It'll be airing real soon, if not already. But yeah, man.
Let me read this one. All right. This will be the last one, then we'll wrap it up and get out of here. All right. The resurrection gives me life, meaning, and direction, and the opportunity to start over no matter what my circumstances. What do you think this means? So someone once said the resurrection gives my life meaning and direction and the opportunity to start over no matter what my circumstances.
Is it because Jesus died on the cross to forgive us for all of our sins? Like it allows us to be reborn again, basically. Or born again.
Okay.
And I guess
it was an open-ended question. That's why I was asking. So I'm sorry. Born
again being new start, fresh start. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that.
It reminds me of this quote I heard a long time ago, and it always stuck with me. And it says, "Today is the first day of the rest of your life." Mm-hmm. So pretty much, in essence, it's saying that no matter what you went through yesterday, or last week, a new day is a new start. You can
always go forward. You can't go back.
Yeah, like you don't necessarily wipe the slate clean, but you can change it. You know what I'm saying, by your actions today.
Facts.
Yeah.
Speak, Doc.
Take us to the throne.
That tabernacle music in the background. Macy know what's up. Go ahead, Doc. Talk to me, man.
What it says to me is when we think about every event that led up to the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ, we can see how much he has gone through by choice. And of course, we are taught to take that example of Christ and live it in our everyday lives. Just seeing everything he suffered, and even after, the devil thinking that he had triumphed over Jesus Christ when he died. Of course, we know that's not the case. Even after that, and him rising again, it says, okay, we're going to go through suffering, and that is going to be inevitable. So we're going to go through suffering, even in our lives.
My favorite word.
We're going to be crucified daily, no matter what it is that we're facing. It's our flesh is going to have to die. And even the Bible says, "Be faithful unto death, and you'll get a crown of life." So with Jesus being faithful even unto death, took our sins, brought back the keys, and that third day rose again. That shows us that no matter the suffering, the anger we have to go through, the problems, the trials that we face, we have access to eternal life. We have access to be able to live again. And even while on this earth, we have the access to be born again.
Yeah.
So everything we face will be, a burden off of our back. It's like at the song that says, "At the cross where I first saw the light, and the burdens of my heart rolled away. Just like that, it was there. By faith, I received my sight, and now I'm glad he owed the debt.
That boy be quoting
So
them.
that's the song. Like that's the song, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like we after receiving salvation.
Save some up for the end of the day, son. You ask?
I have nothing to say.
Let him go. Let him go.
I ain't got nothing to say. I mean, it'll
flow,
it's
That's dope, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I see as far as him dying, the purpose of him dying, the purpose of him being raised back to life. It's an example for us.
Yeah.
Like that is what Jesus did. That is us every single day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a daily thing. I've seen somebody's username on Snap is I die daily.
Yeah.
I like that. That was
That's scripture too, though.
yeah.
That's scripture too.
Yeah,
You have to.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's I'm crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ on the inside of me. And the second part of that is, I think, and the life I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. So yeah, it all ties together. Like everything Jesus went through up to his death and being raised on the third day, that is our daily Christian lives. So that's what I heard in that.
Y'all ever heard the saying where it says like, you may not like me, but Jesus thinks I'm to die for? You know? Yeah, man. I don't think I could die for anybody. Aside from my wife and kids and stuff. That's something big, man. And like you said, we live as far as how you worded it. Of course, like I was saying, you got to keep moving forward. You can't look back, and we're given that new start every day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it's amazing. I wouldn't do it. I love y'all. But if you make somebody mad enough to want to kill you, I'm gonna ask you what you do. I'm gonna ask the question first. Well, so shout out to Jesus Christ.
Get a horse there.
But you know what's crazy about it though? At the end of the day, he didn't have to do it, and even while doing it, he knew he could have stopped it. He knew he could have made something happen. And he chose to actually go ahead and do it for what it was worth. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes it all the more treasurable, man.
Yeah.
The fact that he could have shut everything down.
What did it say? He could have called how many?
A legion.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
12 legion, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He could have called more than that.
So, I guess we got some work to do there. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're not there where we're willing to suffer for the sake of others in a good situation, we really got to reevaluate our hearts and our minds, man. Yeah. I mean, Jesus was just inevitable, in all cases, all around the board. Yeah. It makes me think back to when we had the show about the Black Panther.
Chadwick Boseman.
You know what I'm saying? How he endured so much, and we got so much from his work, and he never put himself on the pedestal. You know what I'm saying? That's Jesus all day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Just like
what I was going to say when you was talking, it made me think about too that it's sort of like an example of looking on the bright side, because he died, but then he rose again.
That's right.
So it all ties into the same thing,
absolutely.
Like we saying, you can, there's always a rebirth of chances or a rebirth of opportunity.
Wow.
Depending on your perspective.
Absolutely.
I got goosebumps.
Absolutely.
But so it's like, this happened, but what good came out of it?
That's right.
And that ties into what both of y'all were saying, to where, these things are going to happen. It's inevitable, like you said. So,
absolutely,
hold your head up and lock your eyes on what you need to lock your eyes on.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Can you imagine that? That's cool, y'all. But in 3 days, be ready.
And to be honest with you, he told him. To be honest with you, he told him what was up.
You know something?
He told him what was up.
After he rose that morning, I don't know if there was the guards or the ruler at the time, but basically, it was more like a scandal that was formed. It was like, okay, tell one person, tell this person, just tell them that the disciples came and stole his body. because they knew it to be so true that they couldn't even accept it.
Yeah.
And they had to form a lie just to cover themselves.
It happens. You know, people do that.
That's how that's how
it works.
Evil works.
Yeah.
Yep.
People do be telling lies to cover their tail.
You dang all right.
That's a whole nother show.
A lot of lies are formed around the truth because people know.
Yeah.
People already know.
Especially when you see it with your own eyes.
Yeah.
And it's still, you know,
Yeah.
that's a pride thing too, though.
It is.
But that's a whole other conversation
It
too.
is, bro.
Yeah, it is. A whole nother 2 hours.
2 hours. So we good on this topic? We can go ahead.
man.
Well, yo, so again, appreciate y'all for the conversation today, man. Like we always do, y'all know how we always end the segment at the end of the day, man. So Marvin, at the end of the day, man, we just basically wrap up everything that we talked about today. You know, what's your leaving points? And you, I guess, we'll start with you, and then we'll go to normal routine, big fella, Sam, and then I'll lock it at the end. All right. So at the end of the day, Marvin, what's your takeaways from today, man?
Well, first of all, thank y'all for having me.
Sure.
Thank you, bro. Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? I enjoyed this.
Absolutely.
Known all of y'all since y'all was itty bitty. What I got from it, man, pretty much is, you know, just always look on the bright side of things. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna have bad days, but you know, depending on your perspective, you know, it could be a good day as well.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true.
Keyword there was perspective. I like that.
Definitely.
We definitely have hit that up too, man. It's all about perspective, man. Big fella. All right, yeah, go ahead. When you get your offering,
When you get your Bibles out.
when you get your Bibles
Nah,
returned
I'm gonna keep it simple this time because I mean he already said a mouthful, man. Like this is we touched on the part earlier about what Jesus did for us and what we won't do for people. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think we should really change the way we look at things and the way we move because if he's willing to do that for us, and really he didn't owe us anything. You know what I'm saying? We really got to check ourselves, man, because we deal with people every day, and it's all about the relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in a place where you're willing to give your heart and your soul for the better of a situation or better of a person, because you never know how that's going to benefit you in the long run. I think I try my best to live my life with the mindset of everybody is important. Everyone has an opportunity. Everybody has a chance. And I want to show love. You never know how that's going to come back to you in the end.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Being a blessing or whatever. And you know what? It's crazy. I often say these things about me, but we're all like that. I think we all live like that for other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just want everyone to really understand how that really works out for you in the end, man. That's all.
That's right. That's right.
All right, baby boy. Talk to us.
Yeah, that
You
is
just took.
that's so true. You know, you gotta have a back to what Mason was saying. You gotta have a bright mindset. You gotta think optimistic, and that was one thing this week. That was a test for me. I have a lot of coworkers who always think negative. Like they'll say, "Man, it's not even 7:30 yet, and we already behind and such and such and such."
I can't stand it.
I can't take it. Like I got as one guy that I work with. Every time I'm around him, whether he's talking to me or talking to another individual, it's always negativity. It's always I like, and God hasn't given me that green light, and I don't think He will. But I wanted to stop him and just say, man, if you don't stop being so bitter, something's gonna happen to you. You gonna wish you would have taken heed earlier. Like I could have said, if you don't stop being bitter, you're gonna die of cancer one day. But I don't want to speak that over somebody's life. I'm just saying, look, that's
harsh.
that's how it is. That's how it is, though. That's how important it is. Like people don't understand.
It's poisonous.
It is. It's like taking a vial of poison, just chugging. Wow. It's so.
Okay, I already got a song for everything.
This dude do.
He just glad he got somebody on the show that know the old song. See, we stayed down here.
He had the jab before it was over. Jab it one time.
That's all good.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey,
Shut up, EJ.
We be getting about the old songs, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
That's funny.
check the podcast episode with Marcus Blue.
Shut up, man. He's like, y'all don't know no baby boy. It was like, yeah, we saw it on tape when it came out. Like, he signed up there to this crap, man. We young, man.
Hey, but yeah, man, that's how serious it is. And that's one thing that God was like, you know what, just if it go on, bounce, go on and get up out there. No, people are so hurtful to themselves. It's not even to other people, but it's to themselves, and they don't even realize it. Some of them do, and just keep on going because it does. In a moment's time, it does them, justice. It makes them feel good about themselves. And when it gets to that point, that's how you know somebody's too far in. Yeah. Well, not to come out of it, but too far in, for them, for their heart to be all the way in,
invested in it.
Yeah. So, and we always talk about the root of bitterness. Dr. Campbell always touches that, whenever she gets a chance. It's crazy. But, that's this Resurrection Sunday, it brings light. It brings newness of life. It not even just the term or the celebration of it. It's just the fact that Jesus didn't stay in that grave. He didn't stay down. He not only chose to give his life, he made a choice not to get off the cross. He made a choice not to postpone or cancel the suffering that he went through to even get to the greatest moment of suffering. But he played it. He went all the way through.
I'd have tapped out.
Listen.
Nails in my hand.
Whips and lashes.
Telling you, man.
Under arrest.
Yeah.
My man here. Like, kiss me.
Carry what? Hey, that thing got thorns, man. What you doing?
Yeah. Listen. He went through. Ain't nothing in this world. Ain't nothing in this world that can top what he went through. Yeah, so you look at your situations, take it with a grain of salt. Look at your situations that you're going through and realize that is nothing compared to what the person who put into creation new life. He already, we say all the time, he paid that price, but he really did. Like, he paid the ultimate price, not just for new life, but for new everyday life. We don't have to stay in the same mindset that we were in last week, or we don't have to stay in the same mental state that we put ourselves in. So it's yeah. Sorry, I got a minute in my mouth because I
Good.
Amen.
We'll cut that out.
But yeah, man, that's my end of the day.
All right, so at the end of the day, man, just to wrap up everything that y'all done said, the word that stands out to me again is perspective. All right, so stay with me. You kind of hit on what I was going to talk about too. I know if you guys, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the movie The Passion of the Christ, that Mel Gibson movie. And of course, the scene that sticks out in my mind right now is when he was getting whipped. That is the first time that I've actually seen it as graphic as it was. But of course, in the Bible it says that he was beaten beyond recognition. So even as graphic as that movie was, it didn't even scratch the surface of like what he actually got beaten as.
Hollywood couldn't do him justice.
Yeah, but when it comes to perspective, think about that. The Bible also says he was lashed how many times?
39.
It's 39 major diseases in the world. Of course, a whole bunch of other different diseases, but they all stem from that 39. That's 39 lashes that Jesus got. That's a perspective. I'm looking at it from that perspective. He was wounded.
Per hour. Yeah.
I don't know, the scripture just left me right now, but he was bruised for our iniquities.
Yes.
So that's the perspective that I'm looking at. And again, the song comes to mind too. That's love. He went through all of that. That's love. So you have to think about it in the perspective of Easter. I think about the perspective, again, the commercial perspective of a holiday. But again, I like the perspective of, if it wasn't for Easter, we might not have a chance to chop it up with Marvin today. So you just have to take And that's how your life is, man. It's all about perspective. Again, I've said that plenty of times too. You might complain about the hand that you dealt, but somebody else will take that same hand and be winning at it. It's all about perspective, man. You complain about having to get up early in the morning to go to a job. Some folks can't even. Some people don't even have a job.
Some folks can't.
Some
get
people
up.
are not able. You're absolutely right. Some people are not even able to go to a job. It's all about perspective, man. I complain about my job, but I praise and thank God for that job.
Yeah.
I do, man.
I respect God. I respect.
I thank God for that job, man.
Yeah.
It's some work, but it's also got some benefits behind that work too, as well,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
All about perspective, man.
Yep.
I think about us here, the different perspectives that we have in this circle right here, and that's the thing about it. We're not gonna always agree on everything because of our different perspectives, but I respect you enough to respect your perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So at the end of the day, it's all about perspective, man. I know we hit a whole bunch of different topics. Talking about some Easter food, the Easter chocolate bunnies and all that kind of stuff.
We didn't talk about favorite Easter song though.
We did not. Before we get out of that'll be the last thing we do. That'll be the last thing we do. Go ahead, who want to start?
There is a place where the righteous may come. I love At the Cross, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And
Yes,
shout out
yes,
to Sister Gloria McGilberry for singing that for years and killing it. You know what I'm saying? But that song always. Never knew. No one knew the words. We just knew the music.
That's what I'm liking to sing in church anyway. When Pastor come and call me out a couple Sundays ago, I was so scared because I ain't know the words.
See, this is my thing. What I love about the song is it says, though millions, yes, they have come, but there's room yet for one. There's always room. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
That's dope.
Plus, the music is dope.
It is.
Yeah.
That's all I hear. 4 million.
Yes. That's the VT
man.
version, y'all.
Okay.
That's everybody get lick.
Hey, that's the perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's that VT perspective right there. Okay, well, nobody say it. It was dope
And
too.
then I was like, let me stop.
Thinking back, Marvin, what's your favorite old school Easter song? Every time we come to church on Easter, what one song do you remember being
Easter
sung,
song.
being played?
I'll just say that my favorite gospel song is one that the youth choir sung
Okay.
every time we sang. And it was just a little light, but it was the remix version. You know,
That's that VT perspective
we
again.
used to throw down with that. But
Come down the aisle with the little march.
yeah, what they doing? Throwing them bows.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what he was doing, man. It was so cool to be in the youth choir back in the day, bro. I think about you, Clarence Gaddy, them Orange Boys,
Deep.
Jeremiah Thomas. Yo, it was deep, bro. Shouts out to the girls too, but them were my homies though, man. It was a lot of y'all, but it wasn't that many of us, but we was
good-
dope in there, bro.
good times, good times.
Man.
Yeah,
What about you, Sam? Favorite Easter song?
Favorite Easter song?
VT edition. Let's go there.
God.
I throw that in there.
Oh.
So you can name a song that I know, you know?
God, somebody. I think the newest one that we have done in church is, and it's more of the Palm Sunday. Lift Up Your Heads.
Oh, yeah.
Deidre Haddon. And of course, for Easter Sunday, Easter morning is how many times? What was the song? So You Would Know. We did a remix on that one.
That's what I was gonna
We
say.
did the Vicky Winans edition on there.
I might find that joke and post that joint.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the transition. That was yeah.
Shout out to Dr.
Yes.
Philip Stewart on that.
Yeah. But because I can hear the song now, and every time it comes to that transition, I was like, that's all you even say.
Put it on the bass.
That joint, man, that was dope. I think that's the best. That is my favorite Easter combo song, of course, because Mama started off. So you would know.
She took it in.
I love Mama, boy. That joke
Yes,
be
sir.
singing that song,
Yeah,
and then we just went to that transition, and Uncle Phil took it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would. That's probably what you hear at the end of the video. That song right there. I'll show a little clip of that. That was dope, bro. All right, but other than that, man, let's go ahead and get our shots out. Let's get Marvin out of here, man. We appreciate everything you done.
Yeah, man.
And we'll go ahead and let's let's go the normal way. We do Big Fella, Sam, me, and then Marvin to give the last shout out. Nah, Marvin, go ahead and give first.
Come on, Marvin.
What's the shout
Shout
out?
out, just
Shout out to
shout out
whoever.
anybody you want to shout out in a FOMO world.
I guess I shout out to everybody that know me and everybody I know.
Simple as that.
Yes, sir.
Simple as
That's
that.
like something somebody would say.
Well, you see the great
Family
come in on
and
the
friends.
friends.
Come on now. But yeah, nah, for real though. Family, friends, loved ones. That's pretty much it, man.
Cool. Hey man, I'm a shout out this guy today, man. Like I said, I think we talked about a couple of weeks back about him just being on the show, man, coming in or whatever. But I'm glad we made it happen today.
It was
man.
dope, yeah.
Man, thank y'all for having me.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you,
Like
man.
a lot of people don't really. A lot of probably had to learn us. Like when we started the show, they had to realize who we were, where we was from, where we grew up playing and stuff like that, man. They don't know that you started the scene before we did. Man.
Sure, no.
You know what I'm saying? So that's that foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we definitely appreciate that, and it's always cool when we can link up, man. For real, for real. I remember being a kid on this little light watching just. You knew what it was when Brad and Marvin came down for the choir.
About to go down.
Yeah, man. So glad to have you here, man. For sure, for real.
Appreciate it.
Facts.
Baby boy.
Shout outs to everybody, all our viewers, supporters, man. Shout out to all the fam on Facebook. Shout out to brother Marvin Macy. We haven't. Well, I don't think I have had their experience as
You
far
a
as
baby, then.
linking up.
Yeah.
I wasn't even.
Your mom was singing still at Apollo.
He's stupid.
Your mom was singing on Apollo.
I was on Apollo.
Yeah.
And I was in the womb.
What year was you born?
97.
It's 97. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That's funny.
Man,
Babies,
yeah, right. Yeah, shout outs to the family. Shout outs to everybody who has been watching, everybody who's been blessed and has been a blessing.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate y'all to the utmost. Was
Y'all know how we do. Shout outs to Dr. Campbell and that VT fam. Appreciate you guys so much. Shout outs to my Start 5. Love y'all. Shouts out to these guys here, man. Shouts out, man. Shut up, man. No, but just thinking back, I've had so many memories with y'all. I definitely got so many memories with this dude sitting across from me, man. Yeah. I ain't gonna cry today.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. No! Don't do that.
Nah, but for real though, man. Like I always said that you were day one, man.
Oh, definitely.
For real.
Definitely.
For real.
Day one to the last day.
Yes, sir. We've had ups and downs. We've had periods that we haven't talked, but it seemed like when we talk, we ain't never left off with nothing, bro. And it's just so cool that when we do link up, we link up with the families and to see the kids, man. It's just amazing, man, that the history that we have. And I'm thankful for that. It's not too many. There really isn't. I can't think of another friend that I've had as long as you.
Yeah, pretty much since toddlers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
wow.
But I appreciate, so shouts out to Marvin. Again, other than that, man, I'm good. Today was a dope show.
Yeah, man.
Just want to say happy Easter to everybody from the FOMO crew, man.
Yeah.
We still looking for other guests.
Come on in.
Like what happened today? Just walk in the door. If you meet the criteria, you might find a seat. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got bamboozled. Yeah, so, beware. Y'all come to BK Studios. Be
on
ready.
Sunday afternoon,
Just in case. Yeah.
Shouts out to BK Studios. Musicality Productions.
Let's go.
Shouts out to the crew, man. But other than that, man, we good.
Yeah, man.
Our hearts and minds clear.
All hearts and minds.
Good, we good. All right, we out.
Peace. Hey, conversations in the talk, man. Good show.
Appreciate y'all,
Pull
man.
right in, man.
About to die too, so that was good. That was good.